Coming up, plowing through the snow to rescue an avalanche victim. Helping her owner lead an independent life. And sniffing out forbidden fruit. Fernie Alpine Resort is nestled in the high peaks of the Canadian Rockies. 300,000 skiers hit the slopes here every winter. But the danger of avalanches is real. Most avalanches occur on slopes of 30 to 45 degrees. These are the same angles of most ski slopes. That's why Fernie needs Kino, an 8-year-old Labrador retriever. He's the resort's only certified avalanche rescue dog. Mountain Operations Manager Robin Siggers is Kino's handler.
He's not afraid of people at all. As a puppy, you would always go up to strangers and sniff them and stuff like that. So that's what you want to see. You don't want to see a dog that's scared of people at all. So he's always been really friendly towards people, and that makes him a great search dog.
90% of avalanches are caused by a skier, a boarder, a snowmobiler, or someone in their party. Last winter, at least 29 people died in avalanches in Canada, all in British Columbia or Alberta. Ski lift operator Ryan Radchenko was skiing on his lunch break when suddenly an avalanche buried him alive. Kino was called to the scene. He's one of only 39 certified avalanche dogs in Canada, and the only one to have made a live find. This German Shepherd is Kino's colleague. These dogs are responsible for thousands of square kilometers.
The Europeans have had much more success. They have many more live rescues because they have hundreds of dogs within a few hundred square kilometers. So our dogs are spread out over a giant geographic area, and that's why a live find is going to be much more difficult to achieve.
Ted, we've got a confirmed hit here. Okay.
Kino's mornings start in the dark as the crews groom the slopes. He and Robin meet with the ski patrol to assess avalanche risk.
Wall phone him and see what's going to be open on that side.
That slab is, now it's 70 deep, so you might want to go back there and pound around in there a little bit.
Before the skiers arrive, the operations crew blasts potential avalanche sites.
This kind of situation where you got snow building up, and we've been getting storms for the last few days.
Fernie's other strategy for dealing with avalanches is Kino.
Kino's job is to be up here on standby, and he's kind of our insurance policy. If somebody gets caught in a little slide, at least they have a chance of survival with the dog on site.
Kino is a national hero. 3 years ago, Kino rescued Ryan Radchenko, who was buried alive in an avalanche. Ryan was a ski lift operator at Fernie and had gone skiing on his break. He accidentally veered out of the safe area. A ski patroller stopped Ryan and told him the area was closed. Then suddenly, before they could ski to safety, the avalanche hit, pulling Ryan into it.
I was sucked into a wave of snow down the mountain. I managed to ride the wave to the bottom of the hill, but by the time I got to the bottom of the slope, the wave of snow just covered over me, and it was complete darkness after that.
Under the snow, in the dark, avalanche victims often don't know which way is up.
It was very dark, very cold, very frightening. Snow was right up to my face. I was actually very nervous. I thought I was gonna die.
Ryan was buried under 1.5 meters of snow. It was so tightly packed, it was like being stuck in cement. All he could do was wait. A snowmobile rushed Kino to the site. With every passing second, Ryan's chances of survival decreased. Within minutes of arriving at the location, Kino located one of Ryan's gloves, about 30 centimeters beneath the surface of the snow.
What do you got, Kino? Good boy!
A few months earlier, I ran into Kino up on the mountain here, and just as a joke, I told him to sniff my hand because he might be digging me out the following winter.
What do you got?
Turns out he actually did, and he actually saved my life.
Kino was rewarded with Ryan's undying gratitude and a 5-star dinner.
That night when I got home, my wife Helen went to the local butcher's and bought like a 1-inch thick New York steak. Cooked it up rare, just the way he likes it, gave it to him. He really liked that part of it.
Every day at Fernie Alpine Resort, while Kino watches, Robin checks wind, temperature, and snow density. These factors all contribute to avalanche risk.
And the upper level winds, pretty much overcast with a light southwest wind. We take the date, time, sky condition, new snow, maximum, minimum temperatures. We weigh the snow, we get the density of the new snow. So we know how much stress has been added to the snowpack. That's a clue to us as to what kind of avalanches we're going to have on a given day. How's it going?
Not too bad, you?
The regulars on the hill all know Kino. He's always there, on call 24/7. Kino weighs 80 pounds. A lighter dog might get through the snow more easily, but Kino's stocky build gives him strength and stamina.
He doesn't like to jump up unless it's supper time, and then he can seem to leap 3 feet off the ground. But getting on and off the chairlifts, he kind of crawls in and out of there. He's not really super agile. And when he's on a search site, he's not the fastest avalanche dog you'd ever see. He doesn't bolt around the site, but he'll search for extended periods of time. He's just a really pleasant dog, has a great personality.
At the top of the mountain, while the operations team meets in the cabin, Kino chills in his kennel. Suddenly, Robin gets a call. Skiers triggered a small slide on the mountain's east side.
Hey, Kino, come on, buddy. Time to go to work.
One well-trained avalanche dog can search up to 20 times as fast as a human team. Kino has to work quickly. If he doesn't find the victim in 30 minutes, the chances of survival are only 50%.
Search!
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required. Download Veely now.
Robin lets Kino follow his nose. The wind carries the scent across the snow. Kino zigzags towards the source. As he gets closer, he puts his nose in the snow. When Kino pinpoints the source, he starts digging.
Okay, now I know he's got it. You can see he knows he's got it now. It's coming in at your feet, Steve.
Good boy, Kino. Good boy.
All right, got something here. What do you got?
For Kino, it's like hide and seek. He knows when he finds someone, he gets to play tug of war. This was a training exercise, but it featured many of the real-life challenges Kino faces on the job.
In a real situation, he can feel the tension and the adrenaline and the excitement of the people involved in the rescue. So he can tell. But as far as a training exercise, for him, it's the same thing. He's looking for human scent, and he's going to get a reward at the end. Kino's a good avalanche dog because he has a really strong work ethic and a strong drive, a retrieve drive. He likes to find things, he likes to chase things, he likes to look for things. So that makes him a good dog. He's not the kind of dog that just wants to lay around on the couch. He likes to get out there and do stuff.
After a hard day's work, Kino and Robin's commute home is much more fun than most.
He has really achieved something. He's got his name in history a little bit, so it's nice to be part of that. I'm just really proud of Kino and what he's been able to accomplish.
Get ready for Christmas, baby? It's almost Christmas time? You gonna get ready for Christmas with Mommy?
Mentor is a 2.5-year-old standard poodle. She's a personal assistant to Sheila Powers.
Mentor is a friend, she's a companion, she's an extension of me. Without Mentor, I'm not complete because Mentor allows me to do the things that I can't do for myself.
Done good? Yeah. Now Mentor fetch up?
She's my legs, she's my ears, she's my stability.
We put it on.
She's just the best thing that ever happened to me.
Sheila's legs were amputated after an accident in the 70s. Later on, a life-threatening illness left her with no option but to take a drug that would leave her deaf. Mentor makes the tasks of daily life easier.
She's a dog that just has a real lease on life, that she gives you life. She gives you a reason for working and for living and for going on and just go out and be independent because Mentor is there for me.
Parcel we bought for all this.
Mentor is Sheila's third service dog, but the first she has raised from puppyhood. When Mentor was a year old, she went away for training. She's been back on the job for 9 months.
Mentor came to me when she was about 8 weeks old. She got to know my husband and I both. And the important part of having her as a puppy was it really created a bond between us. And also it made my husband feel a part, that we were family.
Mentor gives Sheila's husband, Doug, independence as well.
She knows, how to look after Sheila. So I can be out at night and know that Sheila's secure. Look at the mail. Mentor adds a great deal of stability, peace of mind, and security.
Mentor helps me by getting the mail in the morning. She helps me by picking up anything I drop.
That's a good girl. That's it.
Mentor has this personality that just wants you to be full of vim, vigor, and vitality. And I'm getting close to being 60, and it's nice to have a dog who keeps you really interested in what you're doing and being independent.
Sheila lip reads and can use a specially amplified telephone, but she needs Mentor to alert her to its ring and the doorbell.
Mentor, sit.
Dawn Lisbeth, one of Mentor's trainers, has come to see how the pair's doing.
My relationship with Sheila and Mentor is I'm coming in after the fact, after the placement has happened. I'm there to help Sheila sort out for herself and Mentor some of the problems she's having and how they're going to get around it.
Mentor, sit.
Mentor loves people, but that can be a problem for a service dog.
Stay. Mentor, stay. Mentor, stay. No. Come on. Mentor is friendly. Mentor is a teenager, and I know that as she gets older, she'll be much calmer. But still at the moment, when somebody comes in, she's excited. Sit. Quiet. Sit.
Sheila's teaching Mentor to have more self-control.
Sit. Mentor, sit.
Mentor's thrilled to see Dawn, but she has to learn to sit before she can say hello.
Mentor, back.
Her biggest problem is, of course, loving people, which I don't think is a huge problem, but it's it is something that they have to work through.
Who's there? Nice sit, Mentor. Quiet. She has the command, say hello. And with that, she shakes hands with somebody. Say hello.
That's a good girl. Took her a little while.
I know I'm going to have to work on it for a while, and that's fine. I mean, nobody's perfect, no dog's perfect. But I'd rather have that than the fact that she doesn't do the other things for me that I need so badly. Good girl. You look nice. You're beautiful.
Poodles have hair rather than fur. Because they don't shed and produce almost no dander, they're ideal for allergy sufferers. Their coats mat easily and need to be brushed or clipped regularly.
Mentor, load up. In the front, Mentor.
Sheila and Mentor are off to buy Christmas presents. Dawn will observe them as they go about their day.
You stay sitting up with Mommy? Yeah.
Sheila's been driving for years. Her van is equipped with hand-controlled brakes. It's perfectly safe as long as Mentor is there to alert her to horns and other sounds she can't hear. Once, Mentor's vigilance helped prevent a disaster. A small boy ran away from his father and into the street.
They were just coming out of a shop at a shopping mall, and I didn't see the child get away from the father. And Mentor alerted me to the fact that the child was in the path of the van, and I was able to stop in time and not hurt the child. And then the father was able to grab his son, and everything was all right. It was a very scary situation.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Happy New Year!
The friendly faces of the mall will be a good test for Mentor's self-discipline.
She's very good at getting me through a place in the easiest way possible. A standard poodle is a very intelligent dog. Their brain power is phenomenal. We don't know how they do the things they do.
Ultimately, they have to get through their days on their own.
What is the name of your dog?
My dog's name's Mentor.
Mentor, that is a beautiful name.
The trainer or somebody who's there to help her is not there all the time, so they need to be able to learn how to problem solve.
Sheila is shopping for Doug's Christmas present.
Mentor, show me the shirt department. Show me the shirt department. Good girl.
Mentor helps her locate the right department.
Mentor works in her own way. I can't explain it, but I just know she does it. So I give her all the cues I can and let her take it from there.
This is her third dog. She knows what it's about. She knows how to manage a dog, and they do very well together.
Shopping mission accomplished. Mentor and Sheila relax by the fire.
Mentor really allows me to have a full life. She's the whole reason for being able to carry on and to not be a burden to society, but be able to be a contributing member to society. She is the spirit of Christmas all year round, but this Christmas is really special. She's just the greatest gift that you could have.
New Zealand is a unique country with its own biodiversity. It's completely surrounded by water with no land borders. So international travelers are monitored closely since they can unknowingly introduce pests and diseases that'll upset the delicate balance. So what's Auckland's first line of defense? 35 pounds of hard-working beagle.
Good boy.
Every day, Prince greets his handler, Amy Grimmer, with enthusiasm.
Ready to go to work? Okay, let's go.
This 4-year-old beagle is a biosecurity detector, and he's eager to start his shift at the Auckland International Airport.
Prince is a very fun-loving dog. He's loyal and he's very high-spirited. He's got a very good working drive and he loves to go to work. He's eager to get out there and work for me.
Today, thousands of travelers will arrive from abroad. These passengers will bring with them all kinds of items that may threaten the flora and fauna of the fragile island ecosystem.
Seek.
To keep Prince in top detecting shape, Amy tests him before their real work starts. Prince's discriminating nose quickly finds the contraband.
Oh, wow.
An orange. Fruit can contain foreign pests that could wipe out New Zealand's own fruit crop.
Morning.
Protecting the islands of New Zealand is a big job. Fortunately, Prince has a lot of energy. He had too much for his previous owners.
Prince was donated to us by a young boy and his mother in Wellington. He was getting a little bit noisy and a little bit problematic.
Good boy.
They heard about our Detector Dog program and contacted us. We accepted him into our program, and from there he undertook our initial training and is working as an operational dog to date.
Let's go.
Airport staff uses a combination of technology and dog teams. If it's forbidden fruit, Prince has to find it. Mervyn Alexander is Senior Group Leader of Operations at the Auckland International Airport.
Biosecurity detector dogs are obviously very useful in that they can detect goods that people are carrying on a person, whereas an X-ray machine, you can't do that. So they're our very first line of defence and very effective one.
Good boy.
Originally bred as hunting dogs, beagles make excellent scent detectors.
Any food in your bag there?
Prince is highly motivated and works for food.
An apple. Good boy. And some beef jerky. He has a very, very high drive, a lot of energy, combined with a very high food drive. He will do anything for a biscuit.
Unfortunately, we'll have to take it from you.
Okay, that's fine. He amazes me on a daily basis sometimes on what he can actually locate through the bag or through a suitcase even.
Penalties for importing high-risk items range from $200 fines to 5 years in prison. When Prince finds exotic animal contraband, it goes to the lab. After analysis, it's used to train detector dogs or else destroyed. But ordinary travelers can be as dangerous to the environment as devious smugglers. They often import stowaway pests on fruit in their knapsacks or flowers pressed into books.
The percentage of people that are deliberately importing biosecurity risk goods into New Zealand would be less than 5%. The vast majority are doing so unwittingly, but by the same token, the goods they carry present just as much risk as someone who is doing it deliberately.
When 3 international flights arrive at once, it's rush hour for Prince.
See?
Contraband could be lurking anywhere. Prince goes into overdrive in search of his shopping list of no-nos.
Hi there. Do you know your backpacks, please?
This woman's backpack picnic rouses his suspicions, and with good reason. Forbidden fruit.
He loves to work. Actually finding the seizure is a really big reward for him, as well as obviously the primary reward of food and praise from myself.
Well done.
Prince gets a real kick out of finding the real thing.
After work, Prince clears his head and nose with some fresh air and exercise.
Easy.
But who's walking whom here?
Yeah, easy.
This sniffing detective just can't slow down, which is good news for New Zealanders, especially Amy.
I'm very proud of what Prince does for the country, and I look forward to working with him for many years to come.